The Charlotte Independent South Georgia Tormenta come into tonight's USL League One midweek meeting at American Legion Memorial Stadium with exactly the same number of points, wins, losses, draws, and are equal on goal differences. Both teams look to pick up a win that could propel them into a tie for fourth tonight. My name is Russ Davenport. Thanks for joining me for tonight's match presented by Novant Health, the official health provider of the Charlotte Independents. Go to NovantHealth.org to learn more. Here's a look at our standings coming into Wednesday night. As you can see there, Charlotte and Tormenta sort of straddling that playoff line. A win tonight could move them up into a tie for fourth with the Chattanooga Rebels. They'd just be behind on goal difference, but plenty to play for this evening as we come down the stretch of this season. Our great clips player to watch for the hometown Jacks tonight is veteran Miguel Ibarra, 32 years old, had a couple of caps for the USA back in the day, having a great first campaign in League One with 3 goals and 7 assists, including this beautiful scissor kick over the weekend. He'll cause plenty of headaches tonight for the retooled Tormenta backline, missing Josh Phelps. For Tormenta, let's take a look at Englishman Keziah Sterling, former Spurs youth product. Scored twice on the weekend to put him up to 8 goals in his first season here across the pond. Cousin of Chelsea's Raheem Sterling. Got off to a bit of a slow start this year, was injured slightly, but one of the off-season's most talked about acquisitions with his playing resume. Comes into tonight with 6 goals in his last 6 games played, along with 4 assists. So can turn provider when need be. So we're minutes away from kickoff here in Charlotte between the Independents and South Georgia Tormenta. Stick around. We're right back with lineups and the opening kickoff. You're watching USL League One Soccer on ESPN+.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe,
heartwarming
it's
story.
8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Welcome back to the Queen City as we get ready for this crucial mid-table tilt between Charlotte and Tormenta, presented by Novant Health. This is the 3rd meeting this year between these two sides. Let's take a look back at the other two. They're both in Statesboro, Georgia, where, of course, Tormenta are expected to open their brand new stadium October 1st. This first goal off the back of the head of Shalom Duty. This was the 2nd meeting. The first one finished goalless. Treasure Mbuyu as well as Corey Bennett here would finish the scoring for the Jacks. So Tormenta need a win here to try and even up that season series. A win or a tie for Charlotte would give them the series. Pablo Hara beaten net. He will not be in net tonight. We'll get to that in a second. First for the Independents, coached by Mike Jeffries. 2 changes for them. Ibrahim Conte, he's out the 18 completely. Thomas Meyer moves to the bench. They make way for Chris Hagar in from Charlotte, the MLS team, who has a good relationship with the Independents. And Omar Sis returns after a yellow card suspension. As you can see there, Corey Bennett up top, 7 goals in his last 10 matches. As for Tormenta, also 2 changes for Ian Cameron. Kingsford Alger, he's got a slight groin problem. He's going to rest tonight. He'll be on the bench. Perhaps we'll see him later if need be. Joshua Phelps out after his yellow card was turned into a red card midweek. You see that on Saturday. Mutaya Mwape, former Kickers man, makes his first start for the Independents, and Fuad Adeni comes in at left back. As you can see, TJ Bush making his third straight start, replacing Pablo Hara. We were so used to seeing Pablo Hara in every game since the beginning of Tormenta's reign in League One. Yet to make the playoffs, though, as a franchise. As you can see, there's your Novan health injury report. Van Luqueta out for the Independents. He's been out for a while. Curtis Thorne dealing with a sports hernia. Arthur Boschwa out for the season with a knee injury. Was almost ready to go here. Emma Richards, our lady in the middle tonight. See Charlotte in all royal blue, going from right to left. Tormenta in white with the navy accents, going from left to right. We're underway here. My name is Ross Davenport. Thanks for joining us on ESPN Plus this evening for this crucial mid-table matchup between two teams we mentioned in the open. Exactly tied. Wins, losses, draws, as well as goal difference. As this one goes back to Adrian Zendejas, the goalkeeper. Fans, it's not too late to get your Mario's pizza order in for halftime. Go to UncleMarios.com to place your halftime order now. Zendejas making his 10th straight start. Now, he started early, lost his job for a bit. One of 5 goalkeepers to play for Charlotte this season. They had some problems between the pipes early, but seem to have found their man here in Zendejas. Let's ball through, looking. Mutaya Mwape, former Richmond kicker. He was playing for Tormenta 2 in USL League 2. See their season now over. Jumps up here to join the League One side. And so Charlotte, their first season in USL League One. Had a very successful year in the USL Championship last season before dropping down. They made the Eastern Conference semis. Only lost 1-0 to Louisville City on a penalty kick. Obviously, this is a completely different side. Oberton and Austin Pack, the only 2 guys back from that season. Obviously, Gabriel Oberton, a mid-season signing. He didn't start this year with the Independents, as Zendejas clears this one down the line. They had a big late run towards the end of last season that propelled them up the playoff standings, and they did very well. 18 wins during the regular season. Only 1 loss in their last 6 years. They've scored 13 goals in that span. Here come the Independents now. Down the right side. It's Corey Bennett. He'll earn himself a corner. This corner kick brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Charlotte goes short. Cross is headed away. Comes the ball in now again. It's going to be another corner for the Independents, putting some pressure on early here, the home team. In Tormenta without the big physical presence of Joshua Phelps in the middle this evening. Jake Dengard, he's not short, but without his partner at the back here tonight, Deshaun Nembard pushing in from that left back spot into the middle of the defense. Is Roca set to take this one with the left foot. It's a decent delivery. Headed away. Oberton goes back to Roca. Left footed shot is blocked. Excuse me, cross attempt is blocked. Charlotte will reset. Here's Miguel Ibarra. We'll see him pop up all over the place. See him dropping deep now. Play on either wing. Just loves to get involved. Got a great engine still at the age of 32. Independence showing a tendency to go direct here early, and it's working out so far. Here's the pullback. Chris Hagart, mentioned him coming down from Charlotte. This is his 6th appearance for the Independents. So he doesn't have a long way to go from Charlotte FC. His first appearance for the Jacks since August 5th. He patrolled that right wing. Here's Obertan, the former Man United man. Hagar. Back to Obertan. Looking for the 1-2 with Sis, but broken up by Tormenta. Here comes Mukwele Akale. He's got some wheels. And that's going to be an early yellow card, you would have to think, for Roca. Pulled back Mukwele Akale. Recent signing now with 2 straight starts for Ian Cameron. '25-year-old, originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Spent his youth career with Villarreal. Also played for their B and C sides. So a nice little signing late here in the season. Not the tallest in the world, Akale, but amazing pace and technical ability. The yellow card brought to you by Devil's Logic. And we're going to have a free kick here. As Keziah Sterling is taken down in a dangerous spot here for Tormenta. Independence getting their wall set up. See who strikes this one. Cabral, perhaps. He's got a wicked right foot. What a save by Zendejas. I think he got a touch on it, but it's in the back of the net on the rebound. And guess who? It's Keziah Sterling again. His 3rd goal in 2 games. Gabriel Cabral, we saw what he can do in set pieces in USL League 2. Now he's doing the same here in League 1. Get another look at it on the replay. I'm pretty sure Zendejas got a touch on the original effort. It was hit with some serious venom by Cabral. You will see on the slow-mo. Yeah, he definitely got a piece of it off the crossbar. Hit his leg and just fell, unfortunately, right to the feet of Keziah Sterling. It wasn't an easy finish, as you can see. Adrian Zendejas a little upset with his defenders. And Tormenta already with 6 row wins on the season, looking for their 7th here and off to a great early start. Wasn't sure initially if Sterling could put it into the side netting. Sort of a delayed celebration from the Englishman. Continues to impress. But here come the Independents, looking to answer back. Ibarra with the cross, cleared away by Dengler. Zendejas might not end up on the save of the week ballot because the ball ended up at the back of the net, but what a stop it was on that free kick from Cabral. Here's Mbuyu. Cross comes in, falls to Obertan with the right foot, cleared away on the edge of the 6-yard box by Dengler. Not quite a goal line clearance, but might as well have been. TJ Bush may have been beaten. Plenty of action here in the first 7.5 minutes. No penalty, says Emma Richards. And Tormenta will come away with it. Frantic action here in Charlotte to start things off on Wednesday night. Got a game at 8 o'clock, obviously Omaha Madison, and then the Western Classico later, Central Valley Fuego against FC Tucson. Here is Keziah Sterling again, looking to match his brace from Saturday. Sterling with the low shot, but that one's right at Zendejas. A much easier save this time for the man from California. He's actually on loan from Charlotte FC. Magic footwork here from Mbuyu, popping up on the right now. His shot's deflected by Dengler. I'm sure the fans, as well as myself, try to take a breath here. This game, end-to-end stuff in the first 10 minutes. Already the 3rd corner of the night, presented by Chick-fil-A. Roker again with the delivery. Towards the front post, and may have hit the post. sure if we'll get another look at that. Maybe when we get a second here to breathe, as I said. We haven't had much time at the moment. Here's another Chick-fil-A corner kick. Independence goes short this time. Ibarra thinks about the cross, tries to form a shot here. Chipped in, and out to claim that one is Bush right before Roca can get there. Here's the replay in the front of the corner kick. Not sure if it was Oberton who got a touch on it, but it was headed away at the front post. I take that back. Good defending there by Mutaya Mwape. Not the tallest player in the world. He was in the right place at the right time there to stop that one, perhaps sneaking inside the front post of TJ Bush. We're going to have a free kick here after a late tackle on Makweli Akale. Celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of USL League One. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. So now we get a moment to breathe. Jake Dengler looking to take this free kick, and that one's wasted as Roca steps in front of Akale. We had a good chat with Ian Cameron about the acquisition of Makweli Akale. We'll get to that in a second. There's Toby Otieno looking inside for Sterling. Finds him, Mwape. Defended beautifully there. That was Hector Acosta, I think. Using his body well, and now here comes Charlotte. Hagar looking to turn inside. I thought he'd split the double team, but there was a foul there. And Charlotte not going to waste any time. Looking for that equalizer after the early goal by Keziah Sterling. Give Tormenta the 1-0 lead here in Charlotte. And we mentioned Makweli Akale. He spotted playing for the US U18s at a youth tournament in the Canary Islands. Spent a number of years with Villarreal, then some time in Cyprus. Returned to the USA, and unfortunately his mother passed away. And actually spent preseason this year with Central Valley Fuego, but things didn't quite work out there. And Ian Cameron snapped him up. And now with 2 straight starts ahead of Adrian Bilhart, who, it has to be said, had racked up the minutes this season on that right wing. Here's Oberton. Nice ball through. Hagar was spaced on the edge of the box. Was looking to curl it in to the far post, but couldn't get his foot around it. The Jacks will be back in action on Friday, September 9th to take on the Greenville Triumph as part of Family Soccer Weekend, presented by Great Clips. Grab your tickets now by heading to charlotteindependence.com. Both these teams played this past weekend. Tormenta with a big 2-0 win over Fuego. Charlotte with a 2-2 draw against Chattanooga. There was a very early goal in that game and a very late game. Tahira gave Chattanooga the 1-0 lead. But it was Mbuyu who would strike late to tie that one up. Here's Ibarra going all the way back to Roca. Omar assist was a big miss last week for Charlotte. He sat with 8 yellow cards. His Ibarra now streaking down the left side, leaving Tobayo Otieno in his wake. Oberton, a little 1-2 now. Ibarra. Good interplay down this left side here. Dengler will hook that one away. Good screening work by Owen Green, who's taken that right back spot for Tormenta with Curtis Thorne missing a number of games with a sports hernia. We'll see if we see him before the end of the season. Drums in full effect tonight here at American Legion Memorial. Making themselves heard early. you mentioned, Charlotte, just one loss in their last 6 games, only 2 losses in their last 10 to really forge their way up the table. 4 wins, 4 draws, and 2 losses. And that 10-game run came after losing 4 straight, during which they were outscored 15-1 by Greenville, Richmond, North Carolina, and Charlotte. It was a terrible June for Mike Jeffrey's men, as this one's cleared away by Dengler before the ball can get to Oberton. But they shrugged off that June, and they've come back nicely here to put themselves in the playoff picture. Here's Roca. You see Ian Cameron there stepping outside of his coaching box and being told by the assistant referee to get back in. A bit of a lack of communication there, but it might turn into a transition opportunity. No, good work there by Omar Sis. And then from Senegal, Ibarra now. Cross comes in over everybody, headed away. Charlotte trying to create a shooting opportunity, but here's Keziah Sterling, where you don't want to see him if you're a Charlotte fan. One-on-one opportunity there. That might be a yellow card for Omar Sis. Disgraceful was a reaction from somebody on the sideline. Excuse me, that's Shalom Duty from stepping up from his center back spot and down on the floor. There's Keziah Sterling. Let's take another look at it here. Little hip check by Duty, lucky not to get away without ending up in Emma Richards' book. Shalom Duty, only 3 yellow cards on the season. Went to high school in Charlotte. Also played with the Charlotte Eagles. Played with teammate Trezor Mbuyu at Liberty University. He's started all but 2 games this year at the center back spot. This one's going to roll all the way through to Zendejas. This one is cleared away, only as far as Akali. Chips to the head, looking for Mwape, but Zendejas is there. Mwape was offside anyway. Novant Health has locations all across North Carolina. Head to novanthealth.org to learn which location is closest for you when you need it. Cabral was looking for Sterling. Seen so many goals this season with him just getting slipped through by teammates. Haggart goes down, but no call. Shalom Duty has 7 yellow cards this season, I apologize. And she has 5 in his last 9 games. Lucky not to find himself in the book already here tonight. As offside is Trezor Mbuyu now switching over to that right side of the field. Mbuyu from Democratic Republic of Congo, looking to get to double digits in goals on the season, 9 so far. Can pop up on either wing. He's got 4 goals and 5 assists in his last 10. Former OCB man. Dengler surveying his options here. Doesn't find anything he likes yet. Touch there was Ryan Sierakowski. First time we've mentioned him in this game, the former Revs 2 man. And out wide now is Corey Bennett. Cuts back inside, now back to his left. The dangerous Corey Bennett. Shot is deflected by Owen Green. Owen Green stuck with him, didn't commit too early. Stood up to Corey Bennett and forced the corner. Bennett with 8 goals on the season, the Jamaican. Turning Owen Green inside out, but he was quick on his feet. Good job there by Owen Green. The man from Leicester, England, starting his 8th straight. Here comes the corner, headed down by Mbuyu. Oh, excuse me, that was Duty. And another Chick-fil-A corner as they're racking up here for the Independents in the first few minutes. to 7 corner kicks already for Charlotte. Roca swings this one in. Headed away by Dengler. And as far as Ibarra, we've seen him do spectacular things. And Mbuyu now with a shot. Good save by Bush. Had to get down pretty quickly. It wasn't struck particularly well with his left foot by Mbuyu, but Bush had to be quick to get down there. Again, TJ Bush making his 3rd straight start in place of Pablo Jara. There's another look at it here. It was a decent strike. Dengler was coming to slide across. TJ Bush, 24 years old, out of Fairfax, Virginia. Played his college soccer for James Madison. Also played for the Charlotte Independents last season, did not make an appearance. Hagar is forced backwards. Duty now. Excuse me, Sis. Sis gets all over the pitch, as does this man, Ibarra. Left-footed cross, it's a decent one. Bennett was there, and he's going to be called for the foul. As he knocks over a Tormenta player. I think it was Deshaun Nembard. This has been a fun game so far, other than the score for Tormenta fans, excuse me, for Charlotte fans. 20 minutes in here, Ross Davenport with you. Tormenta 1, Charlotte 0. Keziah Sterling with his 9th goal of the season. Off a rebound from a Gabriel Cabarro free kick. What a free kick it was. Matching save by Zendejas. But Sterling was there first to fire it home. .4% possession in favor of the Jacks so far. Here comes Mbuyu, trying to lower that number. Chips it ahead. Falls to the feet of Sterling. He perhaps had a little more time than he thought he did. But here's Akale. Akale onto his right foot. Good shot in. May have been more of a cross in the end. Hit Hector Acosta. Here comes Toby Otieno, the former Omaha man. And here's Otieno again, as Obertan may have pulled a hamstring. Signaling to the sideline. Obertan, the 33-year-old from Paris, France. Heading to the sideline now, getting some attention in the middle of play. Here's Akale, looking to take on Ibarra. Akale's crosses over everybody. And Corey Bennett out back to defend from his number 9 spot. Obertan didn't look like a pretty harmless piece of play, but he immediately grabbed his hamstring and signaled to the bench that he might be done. We'll see what happens here. Zendejas slowing things down. Obertan is back on the pitch, so we'll see how that injury goes. There's Roca. Hagar now coming in from the left side. Sis into Hagar now in more of a central position. Hits referee Richards, but bounces right to a Charlotte player. So no need to stop play as Mbuyu goes down under a challenge from Owen Green and will result in a free kick. Here's a look at the Obertan injury. Oh, yeah, maybe a knee there, but he felt it when he tried to push off. You can see he's looking for the trainer immediately. We'll see if Obertan sticks around. He appears to be all right for now. Here's Ibarra with the free kick. Decent delivery. Headed by Bennett, but he couldn't keep it down. Aquafina is the official water of the Charlotte Independents. When the game heats up, cool down with Aquafina. This game hasn't cooled down. We're almost at the 25-minute mark, and it's been end-to-end stuff. Not a ton of quality goal-scoring chances, but lots of action in both final thirds. Whistle there. Bar called for the foul from behind. Denglet will take the free kick. Look at your upcoming schedule. Again, 8 p.m., so another half hour or so. Omaha, Madison for that Midwest matchup. Teams both currently sitting in playoff positions in USL League One. As Hagar strides into the Tormenta half. Wants it back, gets it. Good step up there though by Deshaun Nembard. Tormenta will look to clear and do. Going directly here to Akale. Here's Ibarra again. He's been all over the pitch tonight, the veteran. Left, right, center, just as we expected. Here's the goal scorer, Keziah Sterling. Looking for Mutai Amwape. He lays it off to Green. Green making some strides here. Lovely ball slipped through to Sterling. Oh, he's so dangerous. Good defense there by Acosta. Sterling gets around him, but it will be a goal kick. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2022, whether your club's on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN+, the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Oberton still on the pitch for now. See how long that lasts. Towards the edge of the box, back to help on defense is Cabral. Tormenta looking to clear, but it falls right to Ibarra, who finds Oberton. Lays it off for Sis. Trying to thread that ball through. Mwape blocked that off, and now here come Tormenta with perhaps a transition opportunity. Akale was streaking. Didn't see him though, and that's a poor turnover there by Sterling. Sis tracking back well. To Mike Jeffries about that 2-2 draw with Chattanooga. He said it was a fair result, but not the one we wanted. Get to that in a second. Here's Hagar. Looking perhaps for a shooting opportunity. Plenty of white jerseys though between him and TJ Bush, and he'll just recycle. He said it was disappointing to allow that early first goal. He said they were much better than they were in Omaha. They pushed the game. The bench guys did a great job of pushing the tempo. Buyu now skips inside. Ibarra. Charlotte continue to own possession here. Oberton to away by Cabral. Buyu. Lays it off. Rocha with a cross! Oh, Bush was there as well as Bennett. It missed both of them. Still alive though, and Dengler finally gets his head on it. Perhaps hit the hand of Acosta. No call though. Bennett's there again. This time can't get the header down. Let's take a look back at this potential foul here. There was a hand out there. Surely by Fuad Adani. And this, I'm not sure if Bush got a touch on it, just had too much pace on it for Bennett to get there. And that will be the end of the night for Gabriel Obertan, unfortunately. Took that shot to the knee hamstring area. And we will see an early entrance of Ilya Shevtsov. Had the beautiful assist. And on the game tying goal, Saturday, this sub brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Here's Bennett. Shevtsov, the Ukrainian, ahead of him. Bennett's going to have a butt shot of his own from the right corner of the penalty box. So Shevtsov on for Obertan. If you're traveling to Charlotte to see an Independence game, make sure you stay at the Hyatt Place downtown. The Hyatt Place is just blocks from the games and surrounded by endless dining options. Hyatt Place downtown, the official hotel of the Charlotte Independence. Tormenta came straight to Charlotte from their game Saturday out west. Perhaps they're staying at the Hyatt downtown, I assume so. This ball's chipped ahead, looking for Mbuyu, headed away. Charlotte switches side here, Rocha. Ibarra, does Tormenta get all 10 outfield players behind the ball for a second there. Omar Sis with some space now. Turns onto his right foot. Good work by Owen Green once again. Snuff out what could have been a golden scoring chance for Omar Sis. Acosta chases this one back into his final third. Barra going direct, looking for Mbuyu. Green's header comes off of Mbuyu. Right back to the man from the Congo. Onto his left foot. Mbuyu now back across again. There's Bennett at the far post, but it's wide. This time Bennett gets on the end of it, but didn't quite have the angle to find the equalizer past TJ Bush. Great work again here from Mbuyu down this left side. Turning Owen Green inside out. Lovely ball across. Yeah, Bennett perhaps should have put that one on target. See the hands to the head. Knew perhaps he should have done better. Scored his 9th goal of the season. Instead he stays on 8. He's the man from Jamaica. Spent time in Spain's lower leagues last year. It's amazing to see just the increase in talent this year entering USL League One. Even in the second half of this season, some additions still raising some eyebrows. Akale for sure, with his resume, time with USA youth teams, as well as with Villarreal. Played with some serious talent there. Didn't quite overlap with Rodri, now of Manchester City. This one's hooked away to Denga. Shevtsov was offside on the original play. Shevtsov, the 22-year-old, played his youth career with Shakhtar Donetsk, one of the best teams in Ukraine. Has 11 appearances for the U17s and U21s. Obviously, soccer not being played in Ukraine at the moment, so we've seen a few players going to other countries to continue their soccer careers. It's great to see. That'll be Otieno. And from Kenya. Things have certainly slowed down since that first 20 minutes. Complete chaos. Keziah Sterling with the only goal so far in this one. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the first half. From Charlotte, 1-0 to the visitors, looking for their 7th road win of the season. Haven't fared so well at home. Again, should be able to play their first home game in their new stadium on October 1st. They want to be against Richmond. It won't be 100% completed by any means, but enough to host a couple of thousand fans. And they'll be ready to go fully at the start of next season. Shevtsov looking to turn and does so. Ilya Shevtsov, heavy touch though, and Cabral comes away with it. Mwape. Hassled by Omar Sis. Here's Otieno with some space. Kale. Tormenta now, trying to get some of that possession back. One player who Mukwele Akale played a lot with at Villarreal was Pau, the Villarreal and Spanish national team centre back. We're going to have a stoppage in play here as we have a Tormenta player down and some pain. See if we can get a number there. So you can see what happened here. It was Shalom Duty from behind. I can't tell if it was Buyu perhaps. To be okay. It is Trezor Mbuyu. Mwape, excuse me. Will make his way to the sideline as the game was stopped due to his injury. Mwape originally from Zambia. 36 appearances, 3 goals for the Kickers. And we're back underway here. 7 minutes to go in this first half. 1-0 to South Georgia Tormenta. For their 2nd straight win after losing 3 in a row before that to Northern Colorado Charlotte in that 3-0 defeat, as well as the Chattanooga Red Wolves. They were playing well before that. They only had 1 loss in their previous 6. Been an up and down season for a lot of these teams in USL League One. So much parity this year. Teams going through injuries, poor spells. We've seen it with almost every team. It's a good tackle there. Looked like Tormenta were going to have a break, but it's going to come back for the foul on Fuadadeni, the Englishman. Played his college soccer at the University of Mobile, as well as UC Santa Barbara. Rocha with the header. Looking for Mbuyu. Bush came out. What's the decision here? It's going to be a corner. A lot of people waiting for which arm Emma Richards would put up. And Mbuyu certainly collided with Bush. Take a look on the replay. Brought to you by Accuvision LASIK. It's misjudged. And Bush got a hand on it. Yeah, it was okay though. Mbuyu sort of ran into Bush after he got the ball. Quelia Kale with the misjudgment of that bounce. Another Chick-fil-A corner kick for the Independents. Headed away. It's over the head of Clay Dimmick. Quiet night for him so far. Ball's chipped in. Adeni will head that away before it gets to Bennett. And yet another corner for the Independents. Closing in on double digits now. Swung in a good ball. Dengler, not for the first time tonight, is in the right place at the right time. Haggart now. Finds Ibarra. Haggart's going to have a crack from there. Well, no, he's going to cross it instead. Was looking for Acosta. Not sure if Haggart's upset with himself. All the run. Anyway, it will be a goal kick. Independence will hit the road again on Saturday, September 3rd. Let's take on FC Tucson at 10 p.m. Eastern. You can watch all the Jacks Road games for absolutely free at bayhacklesports.com. Under 5 minutes remaining here from American Legion Memorial Stadium. 1-0 Tormenta over the Jacks. Stick around at halftime for all highlights, halftime stats, news and notes from around League One, etc. Zendejas now. Charlotte Independence with 12 shots so far, but only 2 on target. 3 shots, all of them on target for Tormenta. Obviously one of them found the back of the net via Kazea Sterling's right foot. And a half dominated stat-wise by the Independents, but find themselves potentially going into the breakdown 1-0. Mbuyu frustrated. He wanted the inside ball from Rocha. Got the outside one instead, and Owen Green was able to get a foot in. We'll be throwing for the Jacks here halfway inside the Tormenta half. Right in front of Ian Cameron, 34-year-old head coach of Tormenta. Said the boys got the job done in that 2-0 win. He said this game could be a defining one, depending on the result. Said they were brave defensively against the Fuego, who had a ton of opportunities and possession. Couldn't find the back of the net. You mentioned Fouad Adeni missed that match on Saturday with a concussion. Obviously healthy to go tonight, starting at the fullback spot. Mentioned no Joshua Phelps tonight. Received a yellow card on Saturday for a nasty elbow against Jose Villarreal of Central Valley Fuego. It resulted in Villarreal having to come off and is now dealing with a concussion. He will not be able to play tonight in the Western Classico against Tucson. As we'll have a free kick here for Tormenta. Unfortunate for Villarreal, but that yellow card was reviewed and turned into a red card after the game. So that's no Joshua Phelps tonight, the big Australian centre-back for Tormenta. More of a block there on Haggart, but he was called for the foul. And TJ Bush clear downfield here as we enter the last minute of this first 45 from Charlotte. 1-0 South Georgia Tormenta. When we get to halftime here, you can tune over to Omaha Madison. That one will start about 6 minutes past 8 Eastern. Watch most of our halftime show here first, though. Shevtsov trying to turn, instead turns it over. Kazaya Sterling trying to find Wape, but then gets shoved in the back. Well, perhaps not, no call. Kazaya Sterling begging for the call. Omar Sis may have got away with one there. Here comes Mbuyu. Finds Hagar. Dengler's all over him. Hagar stays on his feet though. Dengler gets, well, I thought he got the ball. See some players a little upset. It's going to be a card for Jake Dengler. Sure, we'll take another look at it on the replay, but it looked like Dengler got the ball. This will be the definitive look here. May have caught the left foot of Hagar on the way through. And then we're going to have a yellow card to Ian Cameron. He didn't like the call either. I think perhaps he was asking about the shove in the back in the other penalty box by Omar Sis. We could have had a penalty there. Instead, now we've got a very dangerous free kick. Those yellow cards brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing, one for Dengler. His 5th of the season. That'll result in a fine. No time missed though. You do get one card taken away for every 5 matches you don't have a card, so he probably has a little less than that now. But after all that, we're going to have a dangerous free kick here. Ibarra and Rocha behind it. Ibarra could have a go from here. And he will. He looks for that top corner, hits the stanchion and away. TJ Bush was completely beaten as Miguel Ibarra's free kick hits the stanchion. Still alive here though. I thought Ibarra would have a good enough of angle to give it a crack, and he did so. There will be another corner kick here brought to you by Chick-fil-A. 9 corners now for the Independents as we enter the first of 2 minutes of stoppage time here at the end of the first half. We're going to have a foul, a collision at the edge of the box. Kazaya Sterling is down. Emma Richards trying to gain control of this match, and several players are now in her face. She's had a lot of critical decisions to make here in these last 5 minutes. Looked like, I think it was Acosta got there a little late on Sterling. So now we're into extra time at the end of the stoppage period. Kazaya Sterling, your goal scorer. We may go all the way to 48 minutes with those 2 yellows. Been an entertaining first half for sure here in North Carolina. Lots of action, a few cards. 5 shots on target between the 2 sides. So now we have another whistle as down goes Hagar, clutching that left knee. Daney was on one side of the Hagar sandwich. Once again, Emma Richards trying to control things here and get things back on her side at the end of this first half. Sort of sniffed at these players, thinking that she may have lost control slightly over these last 5 minutes. Hopefully we just get to the half without any more nonsense. There was a Devil's Logic yellow card for somebody. It may have been Fouad Adeni. It was confirmed now. Fouad Adeni gets the yellow card. Maybe we have one more chance here for Independence scoring opportunity. Miguel Ibarra with the left foot, and a good save by TJ Bush. As we get our 10th corner. I'm not sure the USL record for corners in a half. 10 certainly has to be pretty close to it. Will the Independents find an equalizer here late in the first half? Chick-fil-A corner kick coming up from Ibarra. Swings it right-footed over everybody. And that'll do it for the first 45 here from American Legion Memorial Stadium. Two teams battling it out here at the bottom of the playoff spots. And we'll go to the break. Tormenta 1, Charlotte Independence 0. Your goal scorer right there was in the frame, Kazaya Sterling, the former Spurs youth product. Third goal in 2 games. Stick around at halftime here. We'll be right back with stats and highlights. 1-0 Tormenta at the break.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe,
heartwarming
it's
story.
8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Welcome back to halftime, presented by Novant Health. We want to take a second to tell you that Gatorade is scientifically researched and game tested for athletes like your Jacks. When you need hydration, choose the official isotonic sports drink of the Charlotte Independence, Gatorade. Now it's time to take a look back at Saturday's action in Week 22. Ryan Rose brings you all 13 goals from League One.
5 matches on Saturday. We start in Richmond, 3 points behind Greenville at the top of the table, hosting Omaha. Jonathan Bolaños leaves it for Ethan Bryant, but after the save, Bolaños puts it home. 4th of the season for Jonathan Bolaños, 1-0 Richmond. Near the end of the half, a tough sight. Alex Touche diving to make a stop into the post, and he is injured, has to be taken off the field. Best wishes to him. Tough loss for Omaha. Then in the second half, 70th minute, Bolaños to Terzaghi off the set piece. Nifty move there. Terzaghi now activated. 2-0. Bolaños again. Look at the effort, the hustle. Back to Terzaghi. Like I said, he's been activated. 2 more goals. He's got 14, 3 clear in the Golden Boot race. And that matches Greenville on points. Speaking of Greenville, they're hosting Northern Colorado, which is missing 3 players due to red card suspensions. But Johan Peñaranda keeping a minute, scoreless to the second half. 72nd minute, the 60th minute rather, Wolfgang Prentice takes it wide, sends it far post. What a delivery to Urban Parra, who knows what to do with it. His header is good. It is a 1-0 lead. He takes the phone call, gets smart style. Now 72nd minute, Owen Don sends it up to Jerry Jejun. And Jejun knows what to do with it. Far post, what a shot. Northern Colorado now just 1 point from the playoff line, and that is their first win, 2-0 on the road since May 18th at Charlotte. Speaking of Charlotte, they haven't lost at home since that match. They're hosting Chattanooga, 7 in a row unbeaten for the Red Wolves. 69 seconds in, Mo Espinosa's pinpoint pass to Alex Tejera. 1-0, first of the season since joining the team about 6 weeks ago. 39th minute now. Corey Bennett crosses to Miguel Ibarra with the scissor kick. His third of the season, 1-1 to the half. Back and forth game. It's so nice. You want to see it again. Look at that. Chips it just inside the post. Once again, Ibarra's third of the year and the dance to boot. You do the scissor kick, you get a dance. 61st minute. Espinoza takes it himself. Look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. 2-1. He has 3 goals and 7 assists. 7 assists leads the team. 90th minute, of course. Charles going to do this at home late. Tracer Mbuyu beats Avilés. His 9th of the season. 2-2 your final. That is the 6th goal at home in the 80th or later for Charlotte. Wow. Chattanooga stays unbeaten, though. 8 unbeaten. That's the longest active streak in the league right now. We go up the road to North Carolina and Cary. Scoreless draw at Madison Wednesday for North Carolina, so trying to get on the board, and they do. 18th minute, Shokat Tahir has a hit for his second goal. There's an hour delay for Lightning. Nifty pass there from Nicholas Molino. An hour delay for Lightning. They get it resumed, and we go late into this one. 81st minute. It is definitely dark. Off the corner, punched out by Pulisic, but Luis Perez, his 4th goal, 2nd in the last 3 matches. That will get us to a 1-1 draw in Cary. Luis Perez saying thanks to a friend or family over there. Now we go out west to finish the night. Central Valley hosting Tormenta. 2 teams with 5 road wins. Tormenta looking like the sharper team. Toby Otieno takes it through to the Fuego defense, gives it to Keziah Sterling. 1-0. Here's the throw in off the head of Ryan Sierakowski. Back to Sterling, who does it again. 2 goals for Sterling, 8 for the season. 6 road wins for Tormenta is the most in the league. Unfortunately for Fuego, that's the 9th time they've been shut out. That also leads the league. We have more halftime coming up, but first this from the USL.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
I'm on that routine. I'm on that routine.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Let's take a look at some news and notes from around USL League One. A week from tonight, hopefully everybody in the USL is supporting the Sacramento Republic, and they'll take on Orlando in the US Open Cup final. The Kickers now in first place in USL League One. Bolaños and Terzaghi leading the charge for the Kickers. And great to see Jacksonville, the latest city added to the USL Championship roster in a couple of years, as your team in the week. Everybody on this list either won or drew last week. You see that Jonathan Bolaños, your player of the week. Got Miguel Ibarra, Jake Dengler, Keziah Sterling all playing tonight in Charlotte. Here is your scoreboard presented by Hyatt Place from last week. Huge road wins for Tormenta, and the Hailstorm with that big short-handed upset against Greenville, and Kickers with that 3-0 win to move into first place. Coming up later this evening, 10:30 Eastern, the Western Classico. Central Valley Fuego hosting FC Tucson. As you see there, a scoreless draw in the first meeting of the season. Two teams in desperate need of 3 points at this point in the USL League One season, and where they are in the standings. Could be a fun one. Potential for goals, potential perhaps not, as we saw in the first game. And there was chances though, plenty of chances. And here is the rest of your schedule, brought to you by Famous Toastery. Saturday, Greenville versus Forward Madison, always a fun matchup. Northern Colorado looking for a home win, and then Union Omaha. Oh.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I love Chick-fil-A nuggets because the flavor is unparalleled. As soon as you bite into them, you're in a happy place. The seasoning is perfect.
Hey, I'm Giovanni, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is that they're perfectly breaded. There's just that right amount of crisp. I don't know what they're doing in the kitchen, but it's pure magic.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe,
heartwarming
it's
story.
8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Halftime here in Charlotte. Independents find themselves trailing Tormenta 1-0. This game presented by Novant Health. Fans, be sure to grab your tickets for Latin Heritage Night presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. Saturday, September 24th. Match will have a pregame festival, limited edition scarves, and live entertainment before the Jacks take on North Carolina FC at 7 p.m. Grab your tickets at charlotteindependence.com. Here is your first half goal. Keziah Sterling. It was a superb free kick from Gabriel Cabral and a great save by Zendejas, but there on the doorstep to knock it home is Keziah Sterling. Clay Dimmick was in the vicinity, but he couldn't do anything about the finish by the former Spurs man as he smashes it into the roof of the net. And that's the difference here at the break at American Legion Memorial Stadium. Here's a look at your halftime stats presented by Novant Health. 14 shots and 70% possession for the Independents, but only 3 on target. Really haven't made TJ Bush do a whole lot, made a couple of decent saves, including one in the last 10 minutes of the first half on a high shot. A lot to do here in the second half. This game between two teams tied, as we mentioned earlier. Points, wins, draws, losses, but not goal difference at the moment. We do have one substitution to tell you. the second for the Independents. Into the game comes Tomas Maya. He started the last game at left back. He will replace Diego Rocha. Straight swap there at the left fullback spot for Mike Jeffries. And as you can see, we're having some changes for Tormenta. Out goes Mutaya Mwape, as well as Owen Green. In come Chris Heckenberg, as well as Kingsford Ajay, consistent starter for Ian Cameron, but he's been dealing with a nagging groin injury, and we knew he wouldn't go the full 9 tonight. He will get 45 though with Kingsford Ajay. So here is that substitution confirmed. Ajay, the man from Accra, Ghana, 5 goals on the season, former University of Dayton Des Moines menace man. Tied for the team lead coming into this one with 25 shots. He's started all but 4 games now for Tormenta. So obviously with the game just this past Saturday, both coaches trying to get some rotation in there and some fresh legs. So Ajay and Heckenberg on for Tormenta. Tomas Maya in there for Charlotte as the second half gets underway. Tormenta with a 1-0 lead over the Independents. See if they can turn their possession and all these shots into a goal. Both teams came into this one tied on 30 points. 33 would tie them. Whoever wins this game with the Chattanooga Red Wolves. They're underway in Omaha. 4th minute there. We'll keep you abreast of the situation at Werner between Union Omaha and Forward Madison in that Midwest derby. And then late night tonight, I'll be bringing you the 10:30 Western Classico. Fuego hosting Tucson. Two teams in the bottom 3 of the League One standings, but a win for Fuego could potentially get them tied on points with the Independents if they can pull off a victory there. Tucson have been playing well all season though, just haven't been able to find a win at home yet. On the road tonight, see if they can pull off the 3 points there. A lot of their losses have come in tight games. John Perlman earlier this week said they're probably the best last place team in League One history. Obviously made the playoffs last year with that nice run in the final half of the season. Here's Sheftsov now with an opportunity. Finds Hagar. Hagar now dancing. Finds his road blocked by Toby Otieno, though. Looked like he had position. And another interesting call by Emma Richards. And this one in a very dangerous position. Potential here for a free kick strike on goal from the home team. Looks like Otieno had position. Emma Richards thought differently though, and Chris Hagart's already got the ball in his hand. He wants this one. He was trying to get an extra foot out of it. Sheftsov also there, as well as Miguel Ibarra, but Hagar took control of this decision. And we'll see if he can. Well, now Sheftsov coming over to take the ball. Hagar perhaps puzzled by the decision. Clay Dimmick also coming over. But Ilya Sheftsov, the man from Ukraine, he's got 1 goal in the season. Can he make it 2? Sheftsov goes low. The Tormenta wall stood their ground, didn't jump. We've seen some teams put a player lying down behind the wall. Let's take another look at it here. Perhaps that's what Sheftsov was expecting. The wall sort of jumped, but Sheftsov didn't quite keep it low enough. And then the second effort from Sis goes over the bar. Perhaps Sheftsov could have done a little better, perhaps trying to be a little too clever with that free kick. We remain 1-0 here. As Dengler hooks this one downfield. Yellow cards so far tonight for Rocha. He's off the pitch already, so he doesn't need to worry about a second. Dengler, as well as Daney. So nobody on the pitch with the yellow for Charlotte, 2 for Tormenta. Mentioned those halftime subs with Owen Green and Mwape making way. Zendejas. Those subs brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Here's Clay Dimmick. Sis. Ibarra. Good pass to Hagar, who then gets absolutely destroyed by Nembard. And that will be the 3rd yellow card of the evening for Tormenta, as the Shaw Nembard picks up his 7th yellow of the season. A yellow brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. There's another look at it here. Yeah, Nembard got there late, no doubt about it. So a free kick here. Ibarra can certainly swing it into a dangerous position. He does so, but not enough juice on that one. Easily cleared away by Tormenta. Never had a chance to beat the first man. Kingsford Ajay, who does have a headed goal this season. He's not the tallest in the world. It's Cabral now. Tormenta on the run. Kale. Turns back inside and into some Independence traffic. Still got it though. It's the man from Minnesota. Drops it off to Cabral. And he'll go all the way back. It's Chris Heckenberg into the game, the man from California. Starting earlier this season. Not at the moment though, here's Ajay. Kale. Looking for RJ. The big block there by Shalom Duty. Still with Tormenta. Now Charlotte with a chance to clear. Nembard with the 7 yellows. He does have a spell of 5 games plus with that one. It's only 6 officially for Nembard. As this cross comes in, headed away. RJ looking to turn Dimmick. Dimmick with the turnover. Dimmick been with Charlotte since 2019. Did not feature much last season in the USLC. 39 championship appearances though. Former midfielder now dropping back to fullback. Ibarra looking for the 1-2 with Shevtsov. Back there is Heckenberg to break it up. Another good step. Heckenberg has been impactful since coming on as RJ takes down Bennett. Bennett will go short quickly to Sis. Ibarra. Perhaps could have taken a shot in the zone. Instead finds Shevtsov. Tries to turn. Hagar now. Out wide, pull back to Mbuyu. Straight at TJ Bush. Just like the first half, a frantic first 7-8 minutes here. Shevtsov catches Otieno. Advantage played though, and here comes Ibarra. Good work there by Otieno. The ball just keeps getting turned over. Acosta. Out wide to Bennett. Drops it off for Dimmick. Chips in, and Bowie was there. Plenty of space, but the ball was over his head, and then Otieno smashes it off Shevtsov for the goal kick. USL is all for Republic. That's the Sacramento Republic. Turn into the US Open Cup final next Wednesday. The Sacramento takes on Orlando City. Show your support using the hashtag AllForRepublic on social media. and watch the US Open Cup final September 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+.
September 24th for Latin Heritage Night. With Fiesta Day football.
Tormenta fans in the house.
We'll have cultural attractions, including professional wrestlers.
Dengler's header goes straight up in the air. Oof, that was a nasty collision. Dengler is down in a heap. It's going to be a yellow card for Corey Bennett. Both of them were challenging for the aerial duel. Dengler's down and in some trouble. Not sure there was a whole lot of malice in it from Bennett. Take a look at it on the Activision LASIK here replay. Yeah, we're both going for the ball. I'm not sure if Bennett couldn't really tell from that angle if he had an elbow up. Corey Bennett into the book. The yellow card brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. Dengler perhaps with some blood from that collision. And we'll have to go off to get that attended to. Corey Bennett's second yellow card of the season. Looks like perhaps a cut above the eye. Yeah. Looks like a nasty one. He might have to get that one taped up real quick. So an elbow from Josh Phelps result in a yellow card and a concussion. This was a much different kind tonight from Bennett. He's waiting to see what Bennett is going to do here. Excuse me, what referee Richards is going to do. Perhaps give Dengler just a quick chance to get started on his treatment, but now we'll restart. So for now, Tormenta down to 10 men. The option with head injuries for the extra sub. We saw Fuego take advantage of that over the weekend with the Villarreal injury. He did get to use the 6 subs because of the concussion, so we'll see if Dengler returns. Tormenta do have Jake Krull on the bench, who would be a natural replacement at center back should he be needed. Heckenberg has been a busy man since coming on, finding himself involved. This has got to be careful here. Gabriel Cabral helping his teammate out there. Fouad Adani in a bit of a precarious situation. He got out of it. Bennett's got to be careful. He's got the yellow card already. Be a Tormenta throw here midway through their half. Still 1-0 to the visitors. Looking for their 7th road win of the season. Emma Richards pointed the wrong way at first and then changed her mind. Apologized. Dengler still down, getting treatment there on the sideline. You saw a little bit of impromptu surgery going on just off the sideline. Tormenta do have 5 of their final 7 games this season at home, but five of them are also against teams in the top 5. Richmond a couple of times. Greenville going to be a tough stretch for Tormenta to finish things off. As this ball comes in, it's behind Hagar though. They also play Chattanooga. As Bush comes out to claim. Also have a road trip to Tucson. Excuse me, that's Charlotte. Charlotte has the road trip to Tucson. TJ Bush taking his time here with his team up 1-0. Opportunity to waste a few seconds. Also allowed Dengler to get a little more attention. Tormenta will have to make a decision soon about that as the offside flag is up. Yeah, sorry, Tormenta has Richmond twice. They also play the Hailstorm at home. Team desperate for a win. Tucson at home. They go to Madison at Omaha. Obviously, you know where a team wants to play with playoff spots on the line as Jake Dengler getting taped up. Close the season at home against the Red Wolves. Could come down to those last two games at Omaha and home against the Red Wolves. Charlotte plays Greenville twice still. Slightly easier schedule though. 2 games against North Carolina, 1 against the Fuego. So 2 teams in the bottom 3. As well as Tucson this weekend. Miguel Ibarra organizing his players around. Costa. Charlotte with 69.8% possession in this one. More than twice as many passes. Dengler returns to action now. You can't miss him. Hagar crosses it, and there is Dengler. That one may have stung a little bit. Lovely ball from Ibarra. Cross comes in from Dimmick, blocked by Kingsford Ajay. Good work back by him. That ball will go out for a goal kick as we hit the hour mark. In Charlotte, 1-0 Tormenta. The early goal in the 6th minute by Keziah Sterling, the difference so far. And there'll be a substitution here for those visitors. Adrian Bilhart replacing Mukweli Akale. Straight swap here on the right wing for Ian Cameron. That's brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Adrian Bilhart. He find himself a little aggrieved at the entrance of Akale, taking his spot these last 2 games in the starting lineup at the right wing spot. Bilhart can certainly do with the rest though. One of the best ball-playing midfielders in the league, and here he is now with a snapshot. Hits Acosta and goes out for a corner. The first corner of the evening for Tormenta. Charlotte had 10 of their own in the first half. Amazingly, Tormenta also had 0 crosses in the first half, if you can believe that. No crosses, no corners in the first 45. Meanwhile, 24 crosses and 10 for Charlotte, but nothing to show for it. Corner here will be taken by Gabriel Cabral, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Here's the ball in, headed away by Shevtsov. Cabral didn't get the official assist on the first goal. His free kick was saved. I guess he would have in hockey. Here comes Ibarra. Lovely ball for Sheikh Hagar, but over there is Otieno from his defensive midfield spot. Now she might actually, Otieno now is at right back. He's quite familiar with there. He's replaced Green with Heckenberg moving to defensive midfield, given some fresh legs there. Did play fullback a little bit for Omaha in their title season of 2021. Duty. Intercepted there by Adani. Here come Tormenta. Through ball. Sterling goes down. Was there any contact? Referee says no. I don't know why Keziah Sterling would have gone down. Zendejas screaming at him like he dived, but I don't see why Sterling would have gone down of his own accord in that situation. Potential goal-scoring opportunity. Here comes Shevtsov the other way. Heckenberg all over him. Players down. It's like a war zone out there. Referee Richards stops play. Sean Nembard screaming at Emma Richards. Here's another look at it. It looked like this clipped the heels of Sterling, and there's no reason he would have gone down otherwise. Here's a look at the foul, perhaps from Heckenberg. Well, there's all sorts of mess. You could have called anybody there, and Mbuyu ended up going. As we've hearing the Tormenta bench was issued a yellow card. Not Ian Cameron, he'd already had one, so he's still on the pitch. Gabriel Cabral, the captain tonight for Tormenta, in the absence of Joshua Phelps. Here's the card for an assistant coach. Ian Cameron pleading his case for a potential free kick, and hey, it could even have been a red card. As the last defender they have taken down Keziah Sterling. Anyway, Fuad Adeni down receiving treatment after that foul from Mbuyu. Adrian Bilhart, he's just on the pitch and already has words for Emma Richards. Emma Richards was the referee here earlier this season when Charlotte won 4-0 over Fuego in July. Trying to keep you up with the yellow card situation. Corey Bennett is the only Independence player with a yellow card on the pitch at the moment. For Tormenta, Adani, Nembard, and Dengler. So 3 of the 4 at the back for Mike Jeffries. Excuse me, there's Mike Jeffries. Let's just say for Ian Cameron. Mike Jeffries trying to find a way for his team to turn this possession into a goal. This ball goes all the way through to Zandejas. Pepsi Cola is the official soft drink of the Charlotte Independents. Enjoy an ice cold Pepsi at your next Independence game. Pepsi, born in the Carolinas. Everybody is back on the pitch now, if you're keeping track. "25 minutes in Omaha. No goals there between Union Omaha and Forward Madison. Two teams looking for a win to keep pace with those top 2 spots. As here's Bilhart. He's got the other side of duty. Gets the cross in over the head of Ajay. Here's Adani. Back to Cabral. Ajay. He's going to have a crack from there. Not the best of efforts, and rolls harmlessly past the post of Adrian Zendejas. Approaching the halfway mark here in this second half. Tormenta with a 1-0 win over the Independents. Excuse me, a 1-0 lead over the Independents. My name's Ross Davenport. Thanks for joining me tonight. See, there's the update from Omaha. Don't forget to join us later for the Western Classico. Fuego hosting Tucson. Two teams in desperate need of 3 points there to keep their playoff hopes alive. A draw would really do neither of them any good. Tucson's certainly a good way behind Fuego. Talked to Martin Vasquez earlier this week. Vasquez knows the importance of these 3 points, especially against the team in last place. Referee Richards not going to allow Tormenta to waste any time, even at this early spot in the second half. Here's Bilhart. Trying to go all the way, gets crowded out. Sis will come away with it. Surveying his options, goes long. Looking for the run of Mbuyu, but Dengler with the headgear clears it away. We've got 2 balls on the field at the moment. The referee's going to have to stop play. There's a Ukrainian flag in the crowd in support of Ilya Shevtsov. Cameron was talking about how he takes each individual series between Tormenta and the other teams. He said they've won the series against Greenville, North Carolina, and Fuego. Obviously, they can only tie Charlotte with a win here after losing 3-0 and then tying them 0-0 on their first meeting. He doesn't want to lose the series, that's for sure. Costa, he almost turned it over, but you find Shevtsov with some space. Ilya Shevtsov with a strike that never threatened TJ Bush's goal. Shevtsov comes up limping. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights. That's 7 Eastern, plus live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more. All on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. There was some Premier League games earlier today on Sirius XM. Liverpool, what a finish. 98th minute winner there against Newcastle. It's Cabral. Chips ahead, fine. Bill Hart, tons of space here. Lays it off for Adani. He's looking for the ball back for, well, it falls to Sterling. He was looking for the ball back for Bill Hart. It was left for Cabral. And then we'll have some substitutions for the Independents. As you can see, Ayrton Payas and Carlson Tallboys coming into this one. They'll replace Hector Acosta as well as Chris Hagar. So Hagar makes way, coming down from Charlotte FC to help out on this one. Ayrton Payas, the man from Venezuela. Missed 14 games, injured earlier this season. This is his 5th straight game off the bench for Mike Jeffries. Those subs brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. So Carson Tallboys will just slot in right at the center back spot for Acosta. Ajay now into the edge of the box. Ajay with a right-footed shot, and it's 2-0 Tormenta. Clay Dimmick left. Kingsford Ajay, far too much space on the left side of the box. And just like Saturday, Tormenta find themselves with a 2-goal lead on the road. They sort of lulled the Independents to sleep there for a second after those substitutions. And Kingsford Ajay finds the back of the net. Let's take another look at it here. Chena with the good cut inside, and Ajay was there. Dimmick just didn't really close him down enough. Kingsford Ajay is too good of a player to leave that much space that close to the goal, and he makes the Jacks pay. Ajay, his 6th goal of the season. Groin injury not bothering him there on that one. Less than 20 minutes to go. Tormenta looking good here. The 6th goal by a substitute this season for Tormenta. Only the Red Wolves had more from their bench with 8. The XG stats, Independence 1.26, Tormenta 0.38. The only numbers you need to worry about are the 2 in the top left-hand corner of the screen. (18) shots for the Independents, only 7 for Tormenta. But they've taken their chances and they've got them. For their 2nd win in a row. Remember, they had 3 straight losses before that victory on Saturday over Fuego. They'll be on the road again. And their next match against Richmond. They do not play this weekend, Tormenta. 7 road wins if they can hang on here for South Georgia. As the goal scorer, Ajay's down. We knew he had a groin problem, and I wonder if this is a reoccurrence of that. That would disappointing if it is the case. And it looks exactly where the trainer is focusing his attention on, unfortunately. Ian Cameron said he wasn't sure how much RJ would be able to contribute in this game, if anything. It's a concerning injury, he said, and clearly feeling it here is RJ. Here's another look at the goal on the Activision LASIK replay. It's Tobias Otieno with the run across the box. RJ cut to his right, and Dimmick was just a little too narrow. Didn't quite close him down enough. Hopefully he didn't hurt himself on the dance. Didn't appear so. Well, it's disappointing if RJ has to leave the proceedings here, and he's limping pretty heavily. One has to assume with that groin problem. Again, Ian Cameron was concerned about the quick turnaround for RJ. But obviously his goal is a big one so far this evening. He'll be replaced by Jamil Roberts, the Englishman, 24-year-old, national champion with Marshall back in 2020. That sub brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. So just over 15 minutes to go here. And the sub is subbed as RJ is off for Roberts. It's a fourth sub for Tormenta. They may have used their 3 windows, though. First 2 were at halftime, I stand corrected, so they will get 1 more window if they need that final sub. Zambuyu, right side, looking to take on the new sub, Jamil Roberts. Zambuyu's cross has a little too much effort on it. Goes all the way out to Thomas Maya. The new left back for Charlotte. Here's Ibarra, he can pull goals from anywhere. Dimmick inside, Paez chips it ahead looking for Shevtsov. Header down, finds Roberts, but then falls to Ibarra. A little sloppy here from Tormenta at the back. Can Charlotte make them pay? Maya cuts back inside, loses his balance slightly. Now Ibarra with the cross in. And that'll go all the way through for a goal kick. Fans, the Jacks will be on the road this Saturday, September 3rd against FC Tucson at 10 p.m. You can catch all the matches on the road absolutely free on BayHackleSports.com. Let's look at Miguel Ibarra, a player to watch this evening. Nearly 100 MLS appearances for Miguel Ibarra, and here he is on the ball now. Looking to try and create something for his team here in the final third. 18 shots tonight for Charlotte, only 4 of them on target. 30 touches in the opponent's box for Charlotte to only 8 for Tormenta. Shevtsov dispossessed by Bilhar. Sterling. Oh, yeah, Jamil Roberts in acres of space. Clay Dimmick was caught way up the pitch. An easy ball, an earlier ball by Sterling would have found him, but now here come Independence. Roberts poked away by Cabral, and then now cleared. Bilhar. Independence pushing some bodies further up the pitch. We'll see if Tormenta can take advantage on the transition here. Cabral. He's going to slow things down. Roberts. Of course, Marshall, Thundering Herd legend, scored winners in the semis, quarterfinals, and the championship game back in 2020 when Marshall shocked the college soccer world. It's a sloppy pass to Heckenberg. And Ibarra again. I'm not sure how many touches Miguel Ibarra has tonight, but it certainly has to be the most on the pitch. Here's Maya. Cuts back inside. Nice little nutmeg. Shevtsov in some space. Dangler over. And down goes Shevtsov of his own accord, I think. He's back on his feet, though. As Bilhart is fouled by Ibarra. Miguel Ibarra has 108 touches in this game. The next highest for Charlotte is Omar Sis at 76. The highest for Tormenta is 54, so twice as many as the most for a Tormenta player. He's created 5 chances, but the Independents haven't managed to put any away as of yet. Just over 11 minutes remaining in this one in North Carolina. Charlotte with a big task here to even try and get a point out of this one. Still scoreless in Omaha as we're approaching the half there. This one goes out for a Charlotte throw. We will have a substitution here. Final sub for Charlotte, Grayson Barber entering the game. The right winger coming in for central defenders. So you can tell what Mike Jeffries is doing here. He's going to throw everything at this in these last 10 minutes. Grayson Barber, the 22-year-old out of South Carolina. It is college soccer at Clemson. So Charlotte going to go to 3 at the back here. Grayson Barber, 9 MLS appearances last year for Sporting KC. He was signed in May by Charlotte. Also played for Sporting KC too. So Barber here, out here on the right wing, along with Mbuyu. Trying to produce a piece of magic. Mbuyu lays it off for Shevtsov. First touch let him down a little bit. Goes inside for Sis, who falls down. And he takes Jamil Roberts with him. Omar Sis will be called for the foul. Jamil Roberts clutching his left shin. Take another look at it here on the Activision LASIK replay. Sis trying to create something. Was already on his way down when Roberts came over. Roberts ended up getting the worst of it. Don't forget to stick around with us after the game for full highlights as well as stats from this one. And then you can also turn over for the second half of Omaha Madison before the Winter Classico as Dengler might meet another wrap. Not sure what's going on here, but as you see Barry Sharifi getting ready, looks like it's a little bit more helpy. Maybe some blood leaking down into his eye from that collision earlier with Corey Bennett. And there's you can see that confirmation of that substitution here in a second. Ryan Sierakowski, who's had a very quiet night in the center of the Tormenta midfield. He'll be replaced by Barry Sharifi. Here comes Sharifi, the 24-year-old from Jericho, New York. Played his youth career with the Red Bulls. That's our final substitution of the game, assuming we don't have any concussions later on. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Played last year for Loudoun. Did Barry Sharifi, 67th overall pick in the 2020 MLS Super Draft. Played some with the Red Bulls too in the championship a couple of years ago. As Dengler, I'm not sure if Dengler can see much out of those. Hopefully he doesn't have to look up much here in the final 8 minutes or so. Of course, as I said, Dengler has a header right over his head, but he's been a trooper tonight as Jake Dengler. Those of you of age maybe remember Terry Butcher of England fame with his head famously similarly bandaged up and bloody as Shevtsov goes down. Another challenge from Bill Hart, and we will have an interesting free kick here in a dangerous position for the Independents. Can they find a chance here and a goal and make this one interesting down the stretch? Here's another look on the Activision LASIK replay. Shevtsov trying to cut back in. Bill Hart just stuck his left leg out and hooked the Ukrainian down. think if the Independents are going to get back into this one, they need a goal here from this quality set piece position. Aaron Paez is over there. Lays it back for Ibarra. He's closed down quickly though. Roberts committed a little early, and Mbuyu now with it. Looking to get the right fit across, and it's a decent one, headed away. Daney. Charlotte will have to go all the way back to Zendejas. 2 saves for Zendejas tonight on 4 shots. Goals by Keziah Sterling and Kingsford Ajay, who spent time playing in England, on his way to the US. Shevtsov. Let's play Dimmick. RJ actually featured for England schools during his time getting educated in the UK. This one goes out for a goal kick as we enter the last 5 minutes of this one from Charlotte. The Jacks return home on Friday, September 9th to take on the Greenville Triumph as part of Family Soccer Weekend presented by Great Clips. Grab your tickets starting at $7 now at charlotteindependence.com. There's a young fan. There you go. Watch the game. Oh, ducking down behind the seats. GJ Bush taking his time with this one. Bush hasn't had much to do save-wise here in the second half. He tries to keep Pablo Jara from between the pipes. Only 1 shot for each team on target in the second half. Obviously the one from Tormenta found the back of the net. And it'll be a nice clean sheet for Tormenta with Joshua Phelps, their influential centre back, out due to that red card. That's going to be a yellow card for Keziah Sterling for time wasting, his 4th of the season. Still talking to referee Richards. A yellow card brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. And another yellow card. This one for Grayson Barber. Flying here, the cards at the end of this one. Disappointing loss this would be for the Independents, but obviously still right in the heat of the race for the playoff spots. Only shut out at home this year. It was a 0-0 draw against Madison. Paez. Jamil Roberts now with the pressure. Charlotte finds their way out of it though. Grayson Barber. Good ball and touch for Mbuyu. Here's Mbuyu now. Out wide to Shevtsov. Left-footed cross in. Bennett's there, as is Sis. His chest down, bounces away though. Bennett goes down. Too easily for any penalty shouts though. Roberts now. Good work by him. Good battle here between Barber and the goal scorer Sterling. Sterling taking a few extra yards. And another yellow card. I'm not sure who this one was for. let you know in a second. May have been for the Charlotte bench, perhaps. Confirmed it was the bench for Charlotte. And Richards just had enough of their nonsense as Sterling's offside. Be careful here, Keziah Sterling. Doesn't want to pick up a second stupid yellow in as many minutes. As you see there, top right, reached the half in Omaha. No score between the Owls and the Mingos. This goes down. Tieno picks up the mess, and he just hoofs it downfield for Sterling to half chase. And here's Miguel Ibarra. Been everywhere tonight, but just unable to unlock that Tormenta back four. Perhaps Mbuyu can do it here. Gets it back from Sis, and Mbuyu now blocked at the last second. Big block there by Deshaun Nembard. Played well tonight. Normally a fullback. He's filled in at centre back in the past. And filling in tonight for Joshua Phelps. We're going to have a corner here for the Independents. 8 minutes of injury time at the end of this one. As this one swung in. Finds the head of Bennett. He was wide open. Just couldn't make enough quality contact to put it on target, and TJ Bush will gladly claim that one on the bounce as Clay Dimmick and Deshaun Nembard are having a bit of verbal. And then we have a player down inside the Tormenta box, so it's going to go past 8 minutes now. And it is Dengler. He's going to need more attention. Again, both teams out of substitutions, but with the head injury, would they allow one more for the head injury? I'm not sure if this one is related to that. Well, they're calling for the substitution, but are they going to allow the sixth? Another big decision here, perhaps, for Emma Richards. Dengler's back on his feet. His teammates are taking advantage of this break and getting some hydration in them. Dengler seems to be perhaps a little dazed. Looks like he's going to exit the proceedings. Well, he'll have to, as the match was stopped for his injury. So Dengler walks off. And we do have Jacob Kroll still on the bench if needed and if allowed. So it looks like we are going to have that sixth substitution. It will be, sorry, Taylor Kroll. Not Jacob Kroll, obviously. So there has to be a concussion sub allowed. You'll see Jacob Kroll perhaps tonight playing for Tucson 10:30. We're going to have an offside call there, so it will be a free kick. Jacob is Taylor's brother. Taylor on the pitch now. Three minutes of stoppage time here done. At least 5 minutes more to go. Here comes Barber cutting into the box. Going all the way across the pitch. Lays it out wide for Maya. Left-footed cross comes in, headed away by Nembard. Here's Dimmick. Mbuyu. This is blocked by Cabral. And it will be a corner kick for the Independents. Payas will go short. Ibarra. High across to the back post. Met there. Will be out for a goal kick. Although it looked like it came off a Tormenta defender after it came off the head of Carson Talboys. That's what he's claiming anyway. Referee Rich is not going to change her decision here. So we're going to see Will Vint coming on here, which, because Tormenta got the 6th substitution for the concussion, that means Charlotte are also allowed a 6th substitution. So Will Vint comes on now for Omar Sis. Will Vint, former Man United. Here's a replay of that. It definitely looked like it perhaps glanced off the head of Taylor Kroll before going out. So Will Vint in, former Man United youth man, Atlanta United youth, also spent time with the Rapids as well as the switchback. Started for the first 10 games this season, but had an injury. As Vint tries to swing it wide, intercepted there, and now here comes Bill Hart. Otieno. 5 minutes gone here in injury time, although we're likely to have at least 4 more. Can Keziah Sterling make it 3? He just loses the ball for a second. Then it looks like he got fouled by Vint, but still Keziah Sterling. Lays it off for Cabral. Drops it back for Bill Hart, first time. Good save. Zendejas. He saw it well the whole way. Bill Hart looking for his 5th goal of the season, but not on that shot. And down is Keziah Sterling. Now back to his feet. Good work here to hold off the challenge from Vint, who was looking perhaps for a handball. Double teamed and laid it off. Looking here on the Activision LASIK replay, and it was a good strike by Bill Hart, but Zendejas was edging that way and made a comfortable save in the end. Is Tormenta going to try and waste a few seconds here? That one looks like it was off Roberts. No, it's going to be a corner. Tormenta goes short again to do some legal time wasting as Roberts goes down in a heap under the challenge from Ibarra, but no whistle. And Barber gets us going the other way. Nice sweeping ball for Shevtsov in some space as Tormenta screaming back. Bennett gets the cross and looking for Ibarra. It was never going to reach him, so he decided just to shove Fuad Adeni. Miguel says, look, what do you want me to do? Blew the whistle, I tried. As we approach the last minute of official stoppage time, but there's likely to at least be 1 minute added on. As Tormenta looking to hold on for their 7th away win of the season. Against only 1 shot on target from each team in this second half. Make it 2 now, excuse me, after that one from Tormenta that Zendejas just saved. Still 1. Sterling to do much in that final third and make TJ Bush do some work. Ibarra still with it. Certainly defying his age tonight, Miguel Ibarra. More than 125 touches for Miguel Ibarra tonight. 106 total passes, more than that now with these last couple here. As here's Grayson Barber. Swings it in right-footed. Headed away by Kroll. And then again by Cabral. And Bill Hart now. On the run. Chasing back is Maya. He slips it through. Keziah Sterling a little out of gas. Maybe not, though. Battling with Maya here. What work by Keziah Sterling, but he's finally dispossessed. And here comes Charlotte. As we're past 8 minutes now. Mbuyu trying to turn Krull. And 1 extra minute now. Added on by Emma Richards. Shevtsov. Can Charlotte find a consolation? Shevtsov chips it in, looking for Bennett. Headed away by Nembard. And then again by Krull. Richards still not reaching for the whistle. Barber gets it knocked away by Jamil Roberts, the substitute. Charlotte have attempted their most passes of the season in this one, but haven't been able to turn it into a goal. As Barber's pulled back, and then almost swings an elbow, careful. And that'll be it from Charlotte. As that man Mike Jeffries' team finds himself on the end of a 2-0 defeat at the hands of South Georgia Tormenta. Pick up their 7th road victory of the season, the first goal of the night by that man, Keziah Sterling. Second one by Kingsford Ajay, who then had to leave as he apparently aggravated his existing groin injury, but they won't mind too much as they'll take the 3 points back to Statesboro, Georgia. Your man of the match tonight for Charlotte Independence is Corey Bennett. Had 5 shots in this one, 12 touches in the opponent's box, but unable to find the back of the net this evening is Bennett. His team will fall 2-0 at home here at American Legion Memorial Stadium. Well, stick with us. We'll be back with full-time highlights and stats from this one. The Road Warriors, South Georgia Tormenta, pick up their 7th away win of the season, 2-0 here over the Independents.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
What's the difference between good and great? Good tries to get it right every time. Great actually does. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you always get exactly the look you want. Great Clips. It's gonna be great. What's the difference between good and great? Good is when your haircut costs less. Great is when it still meets high standards. At Great Clips, you'll always get the haircut you want for less. And with our easy online check-in app, you'll save time too. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever.
Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Welcome back to Charlotte, where the Independents have fallen this evening to Tormenta, 2-0. Fans, if you're looking for a little Greek, a little Southern and always fresh, enjoy a great meal and a nice cold Pepsi at your local Showmars. And Novant Health is the official healthcare provider of the Charlotte Independents, with locations all across North Carolina. There is surely a spot close to you. Visit novanthealth.org to learn more. Some disappointed Independence fans there tonight. Dominated possession, dominated shots, but just couldn't find a way past TJ Bush. And here's the opening goal. A cracking free kick, cracking save by Zendejas, and there on the rebound is Keziah Sterling to hammer it home. This was in the 6th minute. Sterling gets his 7th goal in 7 games, his 3rd in the last 2. It would take until the 71st minute for them to extend their lead. Toby Otieno across the box to Kingsford. RJ the substitute, and his curling effort finds the far corner. Just a little too close to the goal for Zendejas to be able to react. And that was the difference in this one. 2-0. South Georgia Tormenta. Here are your final stats. 21 shots for the Independents tonight. Only 4 shots on target, though. These stats brought to you by Novant Health. 5 shots on target, 71% possession for the Independents, but just couldn't do anything with it. And here are your updated standings, brought to you by Birdsong Brewing Company. As Tormenta go into a virtual tie with Chattanooga on 33 points, both with 23 games played. Just a big goal difference. The difference between those two teams. Charlotte now sitting outside the playoff spots, perhaps hoping that Madison either draw or lose tonight in Omaha. Still only 5 points separating 8th and 3rd. Omaha with a couple of games in hand, though. You can turn over to watch the second half of that game now. And then 10:30 Western Classico between Fuego and FC Tucson at 10:30 Eastern. As the Charlotte Independents fall 2-0 at home here to the South Georgia Tormenta, the road kings so far in USL League One. 7 away wins for Ian Cameron's men. Thanks for joining us tonight on ESPN+. Thanks to my crew behind the scenes. My name is Ross Davenport. We'll see you next time here.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.